Welcome back to Living Local. Tomorrow and Saturday, a free biannual arts event lets you explore 2 days of activities across 3 venues in downtown Rock Island. It's called Rock the Arts. Joining me in studio, Sherry Maurer, Executive Director for Midcoast Fine Arts, as well as Amber Williams, a participating artist in this event. Thank you ladies so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, first of all, Sherry, how did Rock the Arts get started?
It was really the idea of Carolyn Kruger at Gallery West, Don at Quad City Arts, and the people at DeSoto, the woodworking group, and Joel Knashu, the ceramics person. So we teamed together for this art stroll.
Wonderful. And what can people expect?
We have a lot of artists and a lot of artwork to see, including Amber Williams, who's joining us today, who will be demonstrating collage. Joel Knashu will be doing a outdoor raku firing. There will be wood turners turning, showing how they use the equipment. Over at Gallery West, we will have a body painter.
Oh, wow.
Discreet body painter.
Sure.
Don't worry, you're not going to see anything you don't expect.
This is a child-friendly event.
Right. But what she does is pretty amazing. And then we'll have a different collage artist working. And then at Quad City Arts, they will have all the wood whittlers and people who do amazing little Christmas gnomes and things like that.
So this is really interactive. I mean, not only can you see artwork on display, but you can actually see artists in action doing their craft.
Absolutely. And there are 2 exhibit openings too, because Jean O'Melia, Erica Parrott, and David Turner will be opening an exhibit at Gallery West. And the exhibit responding to the French Moderns show at the Figge will open at Quad City Arts. So in addition to everything else, 2 openings.
There is a lot to do and see, it sounds like. And Amber, tell me a little bit about your history with artwork. How did you get into it? What do you do?
Okay, I suppose I've always been an artist, but specifically working with collaging with security envelopes.
That is so
here's an
cool.
example. I'd say I'd been doing that since about 2012, and I was introduced to these crazy patterns. There's so many, and
are these all from envelopes?
Yep.
What in the world? So I never knew that there were so many different, I guess, prints that you can have with security envelopes. Okay, how did you discover this then, and create this and incorporate this in artwork?
Well, I saw somebody else using them for something else, but then the patterns with the blues and the grays just immediately screamed sky and mountains to me, and reminding me of visiting the Pacific Northwest as a child. So this one's actually inspired by Mount Rainier at Paradise Point, and this one's inspired by a photograph that I took kind of driving up that way. So
that is so cool. I love how the different prints really add different textures to the pieces. Are these in the process, in the works, or?
Yep, these are ones I'll be working on at DeSoto as a demonstration, and I use scissors to do most of my cutting, some hole punches or things, but mostly scissors.
What else takes part in the process?
Cutting out the pieces, laying them out. I use Mod Podge and then use a water-based polyurethane to seal and protect it, and yeah.
Amber, what attracted you to participating in this event?
I've been a member of DeSoto for 10 years now, so I was already in that, but then Sherry invited me to demonstrate my collages, and I was really excited to do that as well.
So she is just one of many artists involved. Who else can people expect to see, Sherry?
Well, the Quad City Wood Turners, and they will have displays of items they've made for sale as well. And then Joel will be doing that outdoor raku firing, which is wonderful to watch. The kids can have a table where they can play with clay if they want to try that. And of course, then we've got Lori Miller doing collages of a completely different type with an iron, and I'm not quite sure what she's doing.
We'll have to go check it out for ourselves.
At Gallery West, and Kimberly doing body painting at Gallery West.
And the event is very intentional about including children, and you talked a little bit about the children's activities. Why do you think it's so important to engage kids at a young age in art?
Well, it's discipline that doesn't say you're doing it wrong. There's so many different ways of approaching doing art, and kids in the elementary schools don't have time for art anymore. So we really feel that any opportunity we can give them to experiment and just try things out, and nobody's going to tell them, no, you're not doing it right. So I think that's an important part of life, is realizing there's multiple approaches to things.
Yeah, and being encouraged to actually create outside the box, not color necessarily inside the lines, but really create your own imagination and creativity. And you're able to make this event free. This is a free to the public event. Right. How are you able to make it admission free?
Well, it's through the artists who are participating. We did get a little bit of funding from the City of Rock Island, and I want to thank them for that. And it's really through the artists who are participating, and they are contributing to the event to try and provide a great family-friendly venue. It is from 6 to 9 on Friday night and from noon to 3 on Saturday. And you know, get out and enjoy the Quad Cities. There's so much to do. Put on a coat and come on down.
Right, exactly. Don't forget that coat. Amber, what excites you most about participating in this event?
Oh, whenever I demonstrate collages, I just really enjoy the interaction. Introducing people to envelopes and like, do what you want with them. It's an endless material. I hope it inspires you. And you know, you mentioned kids, and kids get it like no other. They are inspired by collage and seeing it. So
in a sense, you're repurposing things too.
Yeah.
Right, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly.
I absolutely love that. Well, thank you two so very much for giving us a preview of this wonderful event. We appreciate you being here. For more information, you can visit midcoast.org/events. We'll also have these details posted on our quadcities.com. Stay with us. More Living Local is just ahead.